Greetings, citizens of Tetris. I'm your old pal, Van Dweller, and I am back to present you with more Classic Tetris Monthly Masters event, March 2025. We are into the top 16. So what is this broadcast? I have no idea. I don't actually even know everything that we're doing. Let's see. What we are doing, one match, but maybe two, I think, sorta. It kind of depends. And I don't really fully know the whole thing. But what we are supposed to be doing is this top right-hand corner, Bluescuti versus Danv. This is the last of our top 16 matches that have to be decided. So here's the top 16. There they are. All the other ones have been decided. We have semi-finalists and all the other brackets, but this one has yet to be decided. It's going to be Bluescuti versus Danv, and the winner at some point will take on Cole, and I think it's after this one. Now, maybe. I think if it's Bluescuti, we're definitely doing the Cole one, and if it's Danv, then I'm not 100% sure if Danv has agreed to that, but I don't know. We'll just see what happens, and we'll get it all done, hopefully, at some point. But that is what we're doing. We're either doing one or two. I really have no idea. Let's see. Oh, wait. Okay, no, it's not. All right, so we're only doing one. I just got word. I just got pinged. We're only doing one. We're not doing two. We're only doing one. It's all right. So now it's much more clear what we are doing. We're doing Bluescuti versus Danv, and that's it. That is what we are doing. Anyway, you've seen our top 16 situation. You've seen our top 8 and semifinal situation. Basically waiting for that one final top 8er to get in to play Cole, hopefully in a couple of days. And then that'll be determined. Well, our semis will be set and we can play. So let us go ahead and take a look at our rules so we know what we're even doing here, because you are watching. Well, I'm not going to do the whole thing. It's a solo match, so I'm not going to do the whole thing. You only get that when there's more than one match, because you can't take like 1/3 of the broadcast doing the rules. But anyway, players, make sure that your game mechanics, appearance, and statistics mods are turned off. We want vanilla game on Jim. Do not receive any real-time advice in the middle of a game. Nobody in your ear telling you what to do or anything else. Do not pause unless the commentator tells you. Level 18 starts all the way through. Level 39, super kill screen. Make sure that's turned on. We're going to be using same piece sets. Going to be re-rolled in between each game. Best of 5 throughout. The winner gets something, by the way, and that is a share in a prize pool, which, thanks to your generous contributions, has reached its top 8 incentive, $2,064.99. We will be paying the top 8, and that means the winner of this match will make it into the prize pool. So that's pretty cool. And if you want to contribute more to that prize pool, you can use the Matcherino command on Twitch or on YouTube. That'll bring up the link. The first link is the first one is the one for the Masters event. Click on that. It'll take you to the landing page for this tournament with our partner Matcherino. Top right-hand corner is where you log in. Once you're logged in, there's a mustard-colored button on the right side that says contribute. Click on that. And if you can remember all that, you're amazing. And if you're watching this after the fact, you can just go to that page by going to ctm.gg/Matcherino. If you want to support the channel, that's an important thing to do. You don't want this channel to go away like all the other things that go away and you're like, man, I wish that thing were still here. Well, I want this channel to continue. So if you want it to, patreon.com/monthly Tetris is a way for you to pledge a monthly or annual amount to help support this channel. Want to thank our sticker and double sticker club and community level members. Check your mail. You should be seeing stickers arrived if you are due stickers, unless you're international, in which it's a little more squirrely. I got to figure out how to really do that properly. Anyway, thanks to our Mega Masters supporters, Scott Gray, J in the Window, K9 Tacky, Masters Corporal, Shall Be, Bracket Sponsor, Troy Dan, Kim M, Rogue Potato, Cat Kit, and Mick Monkey. So thanks to the patrons. There's other ways you can contribute too if you're on YouTube. Let's see some of those super chats and stickers and channel memberships and gifted channel memberships. If you're on Twitch, let's see some of those bits like Zook with the 104, or let's see some subscriptions like Bennis Maximus and Tetris. Those are ways you can contribute to the channel. You also got Amazon Prime, Twitch Prime gaming subs. You can gift a Twitch sub as well. So thank you to those of you who have contributed now and in the past. Oh my God, there's 69% hype train. You can't break that. Don't contribute anymore. You got to stay there. Okay, well that is all that. Just one quick thing. If you want to, another way to support the channel and to like get stuff, you can go to the merch store at ctm.wtf. You can even gift merchandise to the chat. Evan J, thanks for the Prime sub. Appreciate that. You can gift merchandise to the Twitch chat. The store knows when we're online streaming, and it says, oh, gift this to Twitch chat. And then you can click on that, and it triggers an automated giveaway. You're done. Your part is over. You just get to enjoy the chaos and the joy, really. So it's been a lot of fun having that gifted merch into Twitch chat, and thanks to everybody who's done it so far. All right, I'm just going to flop on over to our master scene. I don't know what's going on over there. There it is. Let me refresh all these streams, get them all situated and whatnot. Here, I'll refresh this. Refresh this. Maybe some of our players are going. Oh, all right. That's good. We'll just keep Dan like that. That looks good. All right, we'll fix Dan first because we've got Dan. There he is. Dan. All right. Should we go big Dan face right there? Just big old Dan face. No, we're not going to do that. He really is. All right, let's check out Scooty now. We're going to refresh Scooty, who I think should be streaming now. Okay. We'll get Scooty's cam situated. Players, you can keep doing your warm-ups for another minute or so. All right, there's Scooty, there's Dan. Our fabulous competitors. Dan's checking TikTok right now. He's just making sure he doesn't miss any TikTok dances that are going viral. Susie B, thanks for the Prime sub. Appreciate that. Oh, my goodness. Cox Danny J with the, what is that, Alan Sherman? Nobody's old enough to know these old Alan Sherman novelty songs there, buddy. Nobody here is listening to Dr. Demento. I offended the whole Scooty family. Oh, they're still listening to Dr. Demento? That's good to know. I had no idea. Sorry, Scooty family. Fish heads. Oh no, Barnes and Barnes, right? I had that Dr. Demento double tape or double CD or whatever. I had that from Rhino Records, right? All right. Nobody knows what we're talking about. All right, players. I'm going to go ahead and get these players and pieces. BD A6 D6. BD A6 D6. I think it was like a double. I don't know if it's a double CD or maybe a double cassette or something like that. But yeah, that's the one I had. Like had a beige kind of beigeish peach color cover. Rhino Records label. Dr. Demento on the front. Yeah, dead puppies aren't much fun. It's true. All right, players, the pieces are here. BD A6 D6. BD A6 D6. Beep, 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 beep. His horn went beep, 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 meep, meep. Right? I know all those songs. I know, this is all the stuff that won't get archived when we move the archive over. All right, players, BD A6 D6. If you aren't ready now, you'll never be ready. Oh, Super Kai, I will miss every spin. Now we're going 110 as fast as I can go. Da, 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 da. Oh, even Bluescuti knows these songs. Oh, man. All right. Beep, 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 beep. His horn went beep, 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 beep. All right, BD A6 D6. Tetris, yeah, no, the world began when you were born, right? Nothing happened before you were born. BD A6 D6. All right, yeah. Tetris only knows one doctor, Dr. Octopus. All right, looks like both players are ready. Let's hide that seed checker. Let's get these players started. Bluescuti and Danv in the top 16. The winner goes to the top 8 to face Cole. Let's get them started in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. On the left side, Bluescuti. Qualified into this tournament in seed number 2. That means this is his first match of the March tournament. Qualified in with a 1.77 average of his top 2 scores played in a 1-hour qualifying period. Of course, from the United States of America with a PB of 12.4 million. That's good for 4th on the overall PB leaderboard. Scooty is the first player to get the game crash. And still only 10 people, I think, have gotten it. I thought there'd be more by now, but Scooty was the first player to get it. And of course, there is a worldwide mania that took place after he got that game crash. One result of which is he was, made a member of the Oklahoma Sports Hall of Fame. Anyway, that's the past. What's happening now is that Bluescuti has an active streak of 9 months, right? 9 tournament months where he has made the finals of Classic Tetris Monthly. He's won 5 of those times. He's got 6 overall. And so he's trying to get back to those semifinals to give himself a chance to get back into the finals and extend that streak. He's got 6 overall CTM Masters event wins. By the way, not just a master of rolling, but also took 2nd in the Jonas Cup. That's a DAS tournament. CTWC runs. Danv up near the top of the board, trying to find a way to dig out of this. Oh, no, and that's going to be a top out for Danv at 127. And Bluescuti will be given game number 1. By Danv here in that. Always disappointing to have a level 18 top out. All right, let's get these players some new pieces. Am I the only one that has access to the... Yeah, I'll have to check that later. We can't keep typing that in chat. Okay. Where's my seed thing? Here it is. You have access to my thing, Beast and Shen? You don't have access to my thing. What are you talking about? 443. You don't even know the thing I'm talking about. 443AFC. 443AFC. All right, 443 AFC. Yes, okay, we are good. Let's go ahead. Game number 2. Scooty up 1 game to none in 3-2-1 Tetris. Oh, I think someone added it. That's good. Thank you. All right, we are underway. Anyway, we'll try to get through the introductions. We're talking about Bluescuti and his current streak. Of course, he's the winner of the, second place in the Jonas Cup CTWC's North American DAS Championship. Also won his own qualifier. He set up a qualifier or a regional for CTWC in Stillwater and won it in 2024. Also back-to-back winner of the Kansas City Regional. On the right side, it is Danv, seed number 15 out of Great Britain. Qualified in with a 1.33 million average of 2. Ended up having to beat Timmy Kim in round number 2 to get here into the top 16. Danv is a former CTM Masters event winner, won it in May of 2023. That was a faster Masters. Dan had a great tournament, able to really just squeeze in a lot of efficiency into those games. Also made it into the semis an additional month. That was in February 2023. Was top 16 in CTWC in 2022 and also played in 2021, 23, and 2024. Was in the top 4 of the CT UK last year and also in Austria regional. Also played in the the Boston Tea Parity in 2024. And in the European DAS tournament 2023. Is that the CTWC DAS thing? I think it is. It also played what did we catch him in? It was Austria just this past weekend. I don't remember how far he went because I didn't watch the whole thing. So feel free to spoil it though. I don't care about spoilers. 223 for Danv, 267 for Bluescuti. Dan made the semis. All right, great. I will add it to my sheet. All right, Danv gets a Tetris 249. Bluescuti at 290. All right, Danv with a pretty good looking board here, just waiting on a bar. Bluescuti trying to fill out that left a little bit while he waits for the bar to come in. And yeah, that bar is not coming. We are in a real drought. Danv keeping it open though. Scooty covered, uncovers. Yeah, this is a real drought, guys. That is a trout-worthy drought indeed. And players now getting Tetrises. Oh, kind of a double, triple flip of a bar there for Bluescuti, but ends up getting a bar soon enough after, and it didn't land actually all that awkwardly, so could have been much worse. The board had been a little different, but Scooty's still here. 416, 372 for Danv. Yeah, I got it, Cole. Thanks. Yeah, unfortunately, we were going to try to schedule the follow-up match with Cole right after this, but we ran into some technical issues here, so I got it. Thanks. $3.99 for Danv, $4.23 for Bluescuti. Their Tetris Dan, $4.23. Separated by about one line here and about a little more than one Tetris lead for Scooty. Danv also our intrepid YouTube editor and uploader. Does an amazing, thankless job. Truly thankless. I never thank him ever. Thank you, Dan. I'll just do it now. All right, that makes up for years of not thanking you. Just that one little offhand remark. 500 for Bluescuti. There's a Tetris into 19 at 524. 475 for Danv. Danv now into 19, 478. All right, he's got to work this down a little bit. All right, Danv's board still low after that kind of maybe a little indecisive non-spin or non-spin. But working it down row by row. That long bar is going to be handy over on that left side, only for a single, but just fills in that board with some material. And he's just one piece away from uncovering. Danv's going to uncover 503. Has to cover and uncover again. Gets that Tetris 532, but Bluescuti now up to 740. So a 206,000 point lead for Bluescuti right now. Remember, we start on 18 where there's 130 lines of that, then 100 of 19 phase, which we're on right now. At level 29, the speed will increase, and there'll be 100 more lines before that level 39 super kill screen. All right, Danv keeps that well open, gets it Tetris. He's working to dig this back down. There's a Tetris for him, keeps that well open, gets it. 614 for Dan, 905 for Bluescuti. Scooty is not slowing down at all. He's got 905 on level 25. But a lot can happen between now and line number 330, which is where the level 39 super kill screen kicks in. These players have met only one time in the Masters event. For as long as these players have been playing, and as long as they've made the Masters event pretty much every single month that they attempt to. Scooty, the first one into 29 at A99. There's a Tetris. He's got the 1.1. Danv is in at 820. So now about a 350,000 point lead right now for Scooty. Scooty's got a lot of options here given the lead. There's a Tetris for Danv. Danv does not have a lot of options. Now, of course, players can top out, and that could happen to Scooty, and then Dan would have a chance to, catch up. Can you count on that, though, from a player like Scooty? So this is a tough thing to navigate as sort of the player that's behind. 897 here for Dan. CO4 for Bluescuti, but Bluescuti with kind of a Corian long bar there. And Bluescuti's going to top out at CO4. So Danv with an opportunity to chase this down. He's 300,000 points away. He's got about 55 lines to work with. Tetrises here are worth about 40-something thousand. So, is it 7 Tetrises away? Something like that. 7 times 4 is 28 lines. I mean, this is doable for Dan. And that's my Vandy math, so you might want to check that. But CO5 is the target. And now he's got 35 lines to work with. There's a Tetris for Dan. Kind of a misdrop. They're going to slow him down a little bit. Oh, no, that T to the left. Oh, no, that left side is getting to be kind of undealable with. See if he can do anything. And no, that is not going to happen. Bluescuti will hang on and take game number 2. I mean, wow. So got out to that big lead, and that really was the difference. All right, pieces are here. FE7520. Players, if you need a moment, that's fine. You can take a moment if you need to a little tune up there on 29 or 19 or whatever you need to do. That's fine too. All right, well, the pieces are here. FE7520. You can take a moment if you need it. It's the only match we've got going tonight. The follow-up match with Cole will not take place tonight. We'll try to get it done in the next few days so that we have plenty of time to do our semifinals before the month is out. Yeah, man, these Scooty family, they are all about these novelty songs. Dr. Demento. What about, Tom Lehrer, Poisoning Pigeons in the Park was on that collection too. I have the complete top works of Tom Lehrer over here behind me. There's a new giveaway. Players, if you want an Angry Bear can glass, you can get one for free. Potentially. Join the giveaway, guys. Use !join. That includes our players. Should I say one join per family? Just kidding. Because there's 400 Scooty family members in here, so they have a really good chance. All right. !join. Let's see some Scooty fam in there. I'll give it to you, Tyler, if I win. All right. Scooty's going to join. Yeah, just put in Tyler's address or something. Oh, here come the Scooty fans. Scooty fans. We probably have another 2 minutes here. Okay, as soon as we get the players ready, we can start. But, you know, again, need a moment. That's fine. All right, Tyler. It looks like Tyler's got a lot of folks in here. Danny says if I win, I will keep it. All right, FE7520. Both players are on seed. Both players have signaled ready. Bluescuti up 2 games to none. Danv needs to win to stay in. 3-2-1 Tetris. All right, no 7 out of 7 yet. All right, so I think there might be still time to join. Like the seconds are counting down. Exclamation point join. All right, Danv with a kind of a hang of that L piece, so he's gonna have to go to work clearing that away. The giveaway winner has been announced. It's Hunterage. Congratulations, Hunterage. Make sure you click the link in the chat to redeem your prize, or we will give it away in a subsequent stream. And that's actually a good point. Do we have any unredeemed ones? I'll go check and see if we do. 83,000 here for Danv as we get underway in game number 3, 129 for Bluescuti. All right, we do have an unredeemed one. So I'm going to run that. Should I run that? I don't know. I know who it is. I'll feel bad, but I mean, we've made it known, right? You got to redeem it during the stream, right? Who was it? I don't know. I don't want to be accused of favoritism. No, it wasn't you, Lucas. 244 for Bluescuti, 187 for Danv. $294 for Bluescuti, $256 Danv. All right, there's been a new giveaway at Decider.Pinglass. A lot of glassware being shuttled around the world as a result of this stream. 287 Danv. There is a Tetris 310, 365 Bluescuti. You started that giveaway? The one stats gal. That's you? All right. Well, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Oh, nice. Danv with that almost literally last millisecond adjustment to get that Z over to the left side to set up a Tetris. There's another Tetris. Danv 404. There's one for Bluescuti. Exclamation point join, everybody. There's another giveaway. We had to readjust some of the prices in the store. Some of the stuff was like we ended up losing on a couple so I had to bump it up by like $1. But the vast majority of items went down. Like all the shirts, nearly all the shirts went down in price to keep them below $20 list price. So hopefully that offsets it a little bit. 473 for Danv, 527 for Bluescuti. Use that exclamation point join to get in on this giveaway, courtesy of Overthief. Oh, do we have a floating Mino? Oh, I missed it. All right, Bluescuti with a Spire that he's going to have to work around. All right, Hunterage redeemed the prize. Congrats again, Hunterage, and thanks again to the gifter. Dirty Tetris, Bluescuti, 578, 4 lines to go until that level 19 transition. There's a Tetris for Danv into 19 at 545. And Scooty going to use that bar to fill out the left before 19. I like it. Tetris, Scooty, 606. Danv 569. Just about that same line count. All right, Scooty got to uncover that well. Love to find a way to fill out that left, but ends up having to create another gap. He does have a Tetris well buried underneath. Bluescuti's grandpa won the Decider.ping can glass. All right. Congratulations, Bluescuti's grandpa, and thanks again to Overthief. Amazing. Really appreciate it. See, this is a lesson to everybody else. You got to get your grandparents to take an interest in your Tetris career, show up in chat, and then just win glasses and giveaways. This is a lesson. 797 Danv, 728 for Bluescuti. And that's going to be a top-up for Danv at 800. So 801 target for Bluescuti. And Scooty has got it. Didn't even need that Tetris, but that is going to do it. Bluescuti's going to take this match 3-0. Danv is out. GG's to you, Danv. It's not going to be this month, but I know Danv's going to take one of these down. Maybe if Scooty gets the flu, then somebody else will have a chance to take one. Yeah, that's an intentional top out. Yeah, of course. See, he took his hands off. Anyway, GG's Bluescuti. GG's Danv. Go ahead and report this. We'll show you our updated situation. All right, we're reporting it to the authorities, to the Tetris Authority. Oh, wait, the World Classic Tetris Association? Is that who we're reporting it to? All right, here's our new situation. Top 8 is now filled in. And sometime in the next few days, it's going to be Bluescuti versus Cole Bucket. So 2 BFFs playing for a spot in the semifinals. All right. I'm gonna. So the person that didn't redeem it was Vicious Rhubarb, and I Rhubarb has got to get extra preferential treatment because it's Rhubarb. It's tonight. It isn't tonight, is it? It's not tonight. Cole has a capture problem, so it's not tonight. Dr. Demento, I don't know that he's known primarily as a musician, but as a disc jockey. Anyway, all right. Vibby Dub, thanks for the, what was it, 300 bits? Thank you so much. Cute Pup Jesus, thanks for continuing your Prime gift sub to a regular sub. Really appreciate that. Thanks to Susie B, Evan J, Bennis Maximus, Tetris. So I don't know when exactly that match is going to be. We're going to be in the process of scheduling it. This there's one in the Discord that says tonight at 8:30. That is not going to happen. So right now our next scheduled one is going to be Thursday for Das Masters Blue. That's going to be Geo versus Tugi, Matt Martin versus Fractal, winner versus winner. That's going to be pretty hype as a Das match. Geo, Tugi, Matt, and Fractal. Then the Das Masters Orange Top 16 is on Saturday. That is going to be Andy versus Leo, Scotto versus Dog, winner versus winner. So that is what we've got scheduled next. Obviously, we still have this solo top 8 match between Scooty and Cole to do. Then we'll have to schedule the semis and finals for Masters, and hopefully that will get done in the next 6 days. I don't know. We'll see about that. Okay. What else we got to do? I don't know. That was it. That was it. Very quick. We got it done. And now I don't know what else there is to do except to thank everybody. And all right, Patreon. Thanks to our patrons, Sticker and Double Sticker Club community as well. Scott Gray, Jay in the window, K9, Tacky, Corporal, Shalby, Troy, Dan, Kim, Ang, M, Roe Potato, Cat Kit, and Mick Monkey. Thank you very much for your support. Also, thanks to these fine people. Make sure we get everybody on the list. That way I don't have to keep track. I can just go to this list. New followers from Jay Rowan, Britt, YouTube followers, Rob Rett, and Tetris, Bennis, Evan J, Susie for the subs, Twitch bits for Vibby Dib and Zook. Appreciate that. All right, YouTube, we will see you when we see you. I'm not exactly sure when the follow-up to this will be, but we do have something on Thursday. Geo Tugi, Matt Fractal for Das Masters. All right, take care, YouTube. Have a beautiful day. Twitch, you have a beautiful day as well. Mustache Can.